Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ross with Stammer AI, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use a prompt to create code that your custom functions can run. So when we're creating a custom AI agent that has a custom function, and a custom function is essentially third-party code that has access to other types of data. So for example, if we want to create a custom connection or integration with Shopify store or the data behind a Shopify store, think order data, product inventory, availability, stuff like that. Stuff that could only be found behind the quote unquote wall of safety of Shopify. We're not necessarily talking about things that are front facing or consumer facing like price or the name of products or descriptions. Stuff like that could be easily scraped with the website scraper to add that information to the knowledge base. We're looking to create more in-depth connections. And I always like to use the order example because we can track an order based off of the information that is available to the AI agent. In this example, we are going to use this template prompt and we're going to customize it in a certain way so that way it generates code that we can then paste into Replit and then use this code in Replit as our way to access that third-party data and be able to do kind of, whatever we want with it. So quickly, we're going to review this prompt. So this prompt has a couple different sections and everything that we need to customize is inside these brackets. And it starts off, I want to create a custom function for my AI agent that retrieves information based on a user input. This new custom function will, and then we're going to replace this, describe what you want the AI to do. That's pretty self-explanatory. Using data from, and then we're going to replace this, how that is accessing the data in database. So a quick example of this could be, this is a new custom function that will get order data and current tracking information using the data from the My Shopify store. So that could be how you write out that sentence. The function should be able to accept a input type and return the corresponding output type using the API name. So these are going to be two fields that we update. The input field could be something like an email or an order number, depending on what you want the user to be able to enter in to be able to access this information. And then in the output type, we want to customize how that output type is formatted using the Shopify API. Then we can update this section in the brackets where it says example input and example output. These are the two different sections that can really help explain what you want to have happen to the AI so it knows exactly how to write the code. That way it gives you this example output correctly. And then essentially everything else is a template, so you don't need to customize anything else. And once you have that, you can basically paste all of that into ChatGPT and that will be able to create the code that you can then paste into Replit and modify and update as needed. Once you have the code set in Replit, you can then deploy it or run it to get the public URL that will be accessible by your AI agent inside of your custom functions. And you can see that there is a dev URL right here. You also have the ability to do a full deployment in Replit, which would give you then a public URL.